Sai Ram students. So today we shall begin a new lesson, that is the third lesson, Gentlemen of Rio and Medio. Gentlemen of Rio and Medio. So Rio and Medio is a name of a place. It's a name of a place. So who is a gentleman? Gentleman means what? Means a man who enjoys high social position, one who has high respect in the society, one who enjoys high respect in the society, whose conduct conforms to high standards. He is a gentleman, he is a courteous man, an honorable man. Honorable man, a courteous man, correct? He is a gentleman. So, Gentlemen of Rio and Medio, written by Juan A. Cedillo. He is the writer, he is the narrator, he is a lawyer. He is a lawyer and a narrator and a writer. Remember these three words. You will come across these words in the lesson. Juan A. Cedillo. Now come to the first paragraph. It took months of negotiation to come to an understanding with the old man. He was in no hurry. What he had the most of was time. He lived up in Rio and Medio, where his people had been for hundreds of years. He tilled the same land they had tilled. His house was small and wretched, but quaint. The little creek ran through his land. His orchard was narrow and beautiful. So this is a story about a man who enjoyed high social position, who was a man of principles, who sticks on to his principles, who is not ready to change his opinion or his deed or his decision. So who is the old man here? You will come across that one in next paragraph, that is Don Anselmo. His name was Don Anselmo. So here the Americans were the buyers of the land. Juan A. Cedillo is the mediator, and Don Anselmo, he decided to sell his land. So this negotiation, so they came to discuss with him. It took months of negotiation. Negotiation meaning is given there, official discussion. They had discussed officially with whom? With the old man. So it took a long time. It took months of negotiation. ವ್ಯಾವಹಾರಿಕ ಮಾತುಕತೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರ? To come to an understanding with the old man. Old man ನೊಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಒಪ್ಪಂದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ 1 ತಿಂಗಳವರೆಗಿನ ವ್ಯವಹಾರ ಮಾತುಕತೆ ನಡೆಯಿತು. He didn't come to a sudden conclusion. It took a long time of 1 month, almost all month. Why? Why did he take a long time? Because next sentence, he was in no hurry. Hurry means urgency. ಅವಸರ, ಅವನಿಗೆ ಅವಸರ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಿಧಾನ ಸಾಕು ಹಾಗೆ. He was in no hurry. What he had the most of was time. He needs time. He took a lot of time. Where did he live? He lived up in Rio and Medio. Who? The old man lived up in Rio and Medio. Rio and Medioದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ವಾಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದ. Where in Rio and Medio, ಆ ಸ್ಥಳದಲ್ಲಿ his people had been. Am present, was past, then been past participle. Am, was, been, is, was, been, is, was, been, are, were, been. So been is the past participle form of be or is or was. So where his people had been, they had been living there. How long? For hundreds of years, means he took possession of his land from his ancestors. It was his ancestral property. ಅವನ ಪೂರ್ವಜರಿಂದ ಬಂದಂತಹ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟಿ ಅದು. He tilled the same land they had tilled. So he used the same land they had tilled. They means his ancestors. ಅವನ ಪೂರ್ವಜರು ಬಳಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಂತಹ ಅದೇ ಭೂಮಿಯನ್ನು. Till means what? ಉಳುಮೆ ಮಾಡು. Till means plow. So he plowed the same land they had, his ancestors had plowed. So he was a tiller. His house was small. He had a small house. It was not big. His house was very small and wretched. Meaning is given there. Wretched means unpleasant. Pleasant ಆಹ್ಲಾದಕರವಂಥದ್ದು, ಸಂತೋಷವನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಂಥದ್ದು. Unpleasant. Wretched means WRETCHED. Wretched. Meaning is given there. Unpleasant or miserable. Miserable or unhappy, of poor quality, of so his house was in very poor quality. It is very bad, wretched, but quaint. Quaint means it is given there meaning charming, unusual and attractive, especially in an old fashioned way. One word search, remember that word. Quaint means charming, attractive, very attractive in an old fashioned way. It was an old house, but it was attractive in its own way. So it is a unique beauty. It has a unique beauty. So but quaint, remember. The little creek means small river. Its given meaning is given there. What is a creek? A small narrow stream or river. Remember, for one word substitute creek or kannadadalli tore anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So the little creek ran through his land. So the creek made his land fertile. There is abundant supply of water. The fertility is more. His orchard was narrowed. He had an orchard. What is orchard? Meaning is given there, a piece of land in which fruit trees are grown. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹಣ್ಣುಗಳನ್ನು ಕೊಡುವಂತಹ ಮರಗಳಿತ್ತು. ಅಂದರೆ ಆರ್ಚರ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ತೋಪು, ಹಣ್ಣಿನ ತೋಪು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿಸ್ ಆರ್ಚರ್ಡ್ ವಾಸ್ ನ್ಯಾರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ನ್ಯಾರ್ಲ್ಡ್? ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಟ್ರೀ ವಿತ್ ಟ್ವಿಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ಲಂಪ್ಸ್. ನ್ಯಾರ್ಲ್ಡ್, GNARLED. Gnarled means having lumps or knobs, having knobs, that is knobby. Then or rough and twisted, especially with the age. So that means old tree. The old trees have knobbies or knotty. KNOTTY. ನಾಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಗಂಟು, ಗಂಟಾಗಿರುವಂಥದ್ದು. ನಾಟಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. NAUGHT ಅದು ಬೇರೆ. ನಾಟಿ ಬಾಯ್, ತುಂಟ ಅಂತ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಟಿ KNOTTY, ನಾಟಿ. That means the trees have knobs, having lumps. Lump means what? Raised area on surface. ಅಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಗಂಟಾಗಿದೆ, ಅದು ಏಜ್, ಹಳೆಯ ಮರಗಳು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. Was gnarled and beautiful. His orchard is full of old trees having lumps, having raised surface, but it was beautiful. Now there is a question. See, what is the question? Describe the old man's orchard. 2 mark question. So what should you write? What should you write? The old man's orchard was gnarled and beautiful. A little creek ran through his land. Then, next, his house was very small and wretched, but quaint. These are the answer. These are the sentences. I think he got understood. Now read the first paragraph. Finish. Come to the second paragraph, page number 46. The day of the sale, he came into the office. Negotiations were over. He decided to sell the land to the Americans. They decided to meet in the office of Juan A. Cedillo. The day of the sale, he came into the office. Whose office? Juan A. Cedillo's office, the lawyer's office, the mediator's office. Who came? The old man came. How? How did he come to the office? His coat was old, so he was wearing old coat. Old opposite new. Old, new. Old, adjective. His coat was old, green colored and faded. What is a fade? Loose color. Less bright. Green and faded. Remember, I thought of when he came into the office wearing that old coat. Senator Cat, I means Juan A. Cedillo, the writer. What did he think? I thought of Senator Catron. So what made Juan A. Cedillo think of Senator Catron? His dress, coat. Who has been such a power with these people up there in the mountains? So Senator Catron had full control over the people of the mountain. In the same way, Don Anselmo had full control over the people of the mountain, and his dress resembles Senator Catron's dress, so he remembered Senator Catron. Who is Senator Catron? Remember that. Thomas Benton Catron, a senator from New Mexico from 1912 to 1917. Means Senator Catron used to wear the same colored dress, same power he had. So he remembered Senator Catron while facing whom? Don Anselmo. I think he got. Next, remember that one. Perhaps it was one of his old Prince Albert's. It means the coat. Perhaps it was one of his Prince Albert's. So he has many such Prince Albert's. What is Prince Albert's? Remember, a long double-breasted coat. It was a name of coat, not a person, name of a coat. He wore gloves. So how did he come? Don Anselmo came to the office wearing gloves. He used to wear, worn. They were old, the gloves were old and torn, torn. ಹರಿದಂತಹ ಗ್ಲೌಸ್ಗಳು ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಯಿತು? ಟೋರ್ನ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಫಿಂಗರ್ ಟಿಪ್ಸ್, ಬೆರಳಿನ ತುದಿಗಳು ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು? ಶೋಡ್ ಥ್ರೂ ದೆಮ್, ಆ ಬೆರಳಿನ ತುದಿ ಅದು ತೂತಾಗಿತ್ತು, ಹರಿದಿತ್ತು, ಬೆರಳಿನ ತುದಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣ್ತದೆ ಗ್ಲೌಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ, ಹಳೇದಾಗಿತ್ತು. He carried a cane. What is a cane? C-A-N-E means a walking stick. Cane. teacher caned me means it's not a walking stick, a rod for punishing a student, punishing, that is a cane. So he carried a cane. A cane was carried by him, passive. He carried a cane, but it was, so what was it made up of? It was only the skeleton of worn out umbrella. Worn out umbrella, skeleton, ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ನಿಮಗೆ, ಅಸ್ಥಿ ಪಂಜರ ಅಂತ. ಯಾವುದರದು? worn out umbrella. What is wear out? What is wear out? So he wore gloves. They were old and torn and his fingertips showed to them. He carried a cane, but it was only a skeleton of a worn out umbrella. Wear out, wore out, worn out. Which umbrella? Worn out umbrella. Worn out part of speech, adjective. What is wear out means? Wear out means to cause a lot of damage to something by using it a lot for a long time so that it can no longer be used. For example, ಟೈರ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ ನೀವು. ಟೈರನ್ನು ಬಳಸಿ 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 ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬಳಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಬಿಸಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಓರ್ನ್ ಔಟ್ ಟೈರ್. ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಳಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಸೊ ಓರ್ನ್ ಔಟ್ ಅಂಬ್ರೆಲ್ಲ ಬಳಸಿ 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 ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಳಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಟ್ಟೆಯನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದು ಅದರ ಸ್ಕೆಲೆಟನ್ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಆ ಕೋಲನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ವಾಕಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ಹಿಮ್. ಬಿಹೈಂಡ್ ಹಿಮ್, ಅವನ ಹಿಂದೆ ಯಾರಿದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ವಾಕ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಇನ್ಯೂಮರೇಬಲ್ ಕಿನ್ಸ್. ನ್ಯೂಮರೇಬಲ್, ಕೌಂಟೇಬಲ್. ಇನ್ಯೂಮರೇಬಲ್, ಅನ್ಕೌಂಟೇಬಲ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಮೆನಿ. Innumerable means many. So behind him, behind this man, walked one of his innumerable kin. Kin means what? You might have heard the word kith and kin. Relative. Kin means relative. One of his relatives, he had many relatives, so one of them came behind him to support him. Innumerable kin, a person of the same family. Same family. That is kin. Innumerable kin. See his boy, dark young man. He was a young man with eyes like a gazelle. So his eyes are compared to gazelle's eyes, simile. Gazelle means what? ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಹರಿಣ. ಜಿಂಕೆಯ ಜಾತಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿದಂಥ ಒಂದು ಹರಿಣ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಸೊ ಗೇಜಲ್, ಹರಿಣ. ಕಣ್ಣು, ಹರಿಣದ ಕಣ್ಣು, ಹರಿಣಾಕ್ಷಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅದು. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಹರಿಣದಂತಹ ಕಣ್ಣಿರುವಂಥವನು ಯಾರೋ ಅವನು ಹರಿಣಾಕ್ಷಿ, ಹರಿಣಾಕ್ಷ ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ದೆನ್ ಸೊ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಐಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಗೇಜಲ್. ಡಾರ್ಕ್ ಬಾಯ್, ಯಂಗ್ ಬಾಯ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹಿ ಹ್ಯಾಡ್ ಐಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ಗೇಜಲ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಹಿ ಗಾಟ್. ನಾವು ಕಮ್ ಟು ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಪ್ಯಾರಾಗ್ರಾಫ್. The old man. So he entered into the room. The Americans and Juan A. Cedillo, they were sitting and waiting for this man to come. So when he entered the room, when Don Anselmo entered the room, what did he do? The old man, Don Anselmo, bowed to all of us in the room. That means he respected others by bowing his head, talebagi, respect kodane. Bowed to all of them in the room. Two more question. Then he removed, after that, then he removed what? His hat and gloves. So he was wearing hat, he removed his hat, he removed his gloves. What kind of gloves? Torn gloves. Correct? Old gloves. Hat and gloves, how? Slowly, not fast. Slowly and very carefully. So how did he remove his gloves and hat? Slowly and carefully. Why? Why did he do so? Whether he had the fear that they would tear? No, but it was a practice. It was his practice. He was a dignified by nature. He was a dignified man by nature, and it was his practice. So he removed it very slowly and carefully. This made the narrator Giovanni Asedillo remember. This scene made him remember, recall whom? Next sentence say Chaplin. So when he removed his gloves, when he removed his hat slowly and carefully, Giovanni Asedillo, who was sitting beside him, what did he think? Charlie Chaplin once did that in a picture. So in a film, in a picture, he did so. Removed slowly and carefully. In a bank, so he was an actor. In a bank, he was the janitor. Janitor meaning is given there, someone whose job is to look after a school or a large building, means a doorkeeper or a security. So he was working, he was acting as a janitor in that particular film, and he removed his hat and gloves slowly. This made Giovanni Asedillo remember Charlie Chaplin. Then he handed his things to the boy. What did he do after removing his hat, after removing his coat, after removing his gloves? He handed over those things to the boy, who stood obediently. So how did he stand? He stood obediently. He was an obedient follower. He was not a disobedient follower. Obediently behind the old man's chair. So when the old man occupied his chair, the boy, the young man, the dark man with the gazel's eyes stood behind his chair, holding what? His old man's hat, old man's gloves, old man's coat. Correct? I think he got. Now see one more. He stood obediently. Now frame a question to get the underlined word as answer. He stood obediently. So WH question means we should remember the WH words what, when, where, how. Obediently answers the question word which one? Which, where, when, what? No. Then which one? Obediently it answers the question how. The manner of standing. How. Next divide this one. Stand means do stand. Stands means does stand. Stood past tense, stood means did. How did. Correct? Helping verb, how did. Next comes the subject, doer of the action, that is he. How did he. So did stand makes stood. Does stand makes stands. Do stand makes stand. So did stand makes stood. So how did he stand? Question mark. Got? So how did he stand? He stood obediently. Correct? Now what is the tag? He stands obediently. Question tag. What is the question tag? He stands obediently. If there is, are, was, were, then you should use that one. The verb is stands. So does, it takes stand means do, stands means does, stood means did. So stands, does. Not is not there, so doesn't. The pronoun is he, doesn't he. Correct? Doesn't he. Now read the second paragraph and third paragraph. Now I will give some homeworks, okay? It took months of put a tag. Then second one. He was in no hurry. He was in hurry. Next. His house was not big. Next, fourth one. He wore gloves. Now do these homeworks, okay? Now write the answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, question tag. Use question tag, okay? Sai Ram.